What's up, and welcome back to Cleats to Whistle podcast. I am Brad Valdez, and we are back at Southern High School here with Coach Hatchett. Man, you're starting to be a pro at this podcast, though.
Absolutely. I'm starting asking you to be on the payroll pretty soon.
So yeah, man, this is we're back at the scene of the crime, and oh my God, I was so embarrassed, man. But you were so gracious, man, and I appreciate that, man, so much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You don't get better unless you have a couple of mishaps and something to learn from. So it's all good.
Yeah, there we go. So we're just going to jump right into this podcast, man. This is just basically an update of Southern High School and the Trojans and just so are you guys still fundraising?
Man, we're always looking for money. Public schools, here in JCBS,
Yep.
they don't really fund our programs. So everything that we do, we got to fundraise. So always looking for money, donations. We've done some banners. Any small businesses. I'm selling jerseys to old players, former players, new players, mamas and daddies, anybody that wants one. Anything, really.
Yeah, and how can like a future sponsor actually get a hold of you?
Easy to find. Instagram and Twitter is normally the best way.
Okay.
Coach 2 Size, my personal one. And then we have the Southern Football Trojans page as well.
Yeah, and I will actually link them right here, just so you know. I mean, if you're watching this, just hit him up, man, and support this guy and his program. He's doing big things. It's his second year though, head coach, right?
Yeah, second year. I took over last year and moving on to round 2.
There we go. You're doing like a little media day, man. You got pictures going on and everything, man. And it's a pretty exciting, man. You're going to see some B-roll here. The facilities. The last time I was here. It's phenomenal, man, because of the heat and everything.
Yeah, man, everybody's had to struggle the last week. It was hot, and Dr. Brooks has kind of shut everybody down after a certain period of time. Yep. We practice at night, but we have the luxury of having Oklahoma batting cages over here to let us in on times when we can't be outside and just to make things work,
There we go. And going into week 4, how are you guys progressing?
We're doing well, man. Everybody was new last year. It was the first time for most of the players last year, but this year, most of those people are back, so it's year 2, so we still got some learning to do, but at the same time, we're a little further than we were last year. And real quick, since you brought up the media day and everything, I want to give Carter Extreme a shout-out for taking care of us last year and coming back this year. He does great work in game posts, all kind of stuff. So be on the lookout on the social media pages. I'm sure you've seen him.
Yep.
Seen his tag somewhere. He's out here working.
Yes, and I will actually put the business card in right now so you can see it. Just hit him up, man. It's a great thing, just supporting local business.
Yeah, man. I'm here for everybody. This is a community deal here. Like I said, for the first time we met. Anytime you want to get better, you want to do something, you can come by here and we can grow together.
There we go, man. And I appreciate that, man. And now let's get into your coaching staff. He has actually one of my old players I coached at Seneca High School. He's actually here helping him out, man. And that's a good thing that you're giving back to the young bucks, man.
Yeah, you can't get new coaches. Everybody talks about there's not the same kind of coaches back now as there was back then. The referees is hard to replace. Nobody wants to referee. Well, the way I see it, if you don't give nobody a chance, they ain't learning how to do it, and we won't be able to replace anybody. So definitely looking to give as many hands as I can.
Yeah. And with that, are you guys basically complete staff?
Yeah, we're complete staff now. I was able to grab a couple more than we had last year and that we've had in the last couple years, actually. I picked up a guy named Michael Newkirk. He used to play at PRP back in the day, played quarterback at Western a little bit back in the day. Then Willie Taggart showed up, and then he had to find another position. That's hard for anybody if you know Willie's story. Then Kuda, your old player, his younger brother is actually on the team, so that's how we met. And wasn't for sure if it was going to work out or not. He came out, heard him talking the language, doing what coaches do, kind of gradually coming from the sideline to the huddle to going on, and realized that he knows what he's doing. And it's a great opportunity for somebody new to come and have experience playing that position. So
yeah, exactly.
That's key.
But when I was here the last time, and we were in the indoor facility, man, you guys were getting it. I was shocked, but it seemed like your staff is gelled really really well because man, the kids were locked in. You know what I mean? And I always say locked eyes, just because you know what I mean. The kid Ellis, the DB coach, who he was coaching them up, and he was just taking it all in. And the next play, he came up and made a big play.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just amazing. Just even though I did mess up, I got
to experience. That's what matters.
Yeah, and plus I got to actually hear your coaches speak, and you know what I mean. And they are picking up the lingo you guys are you guys are using, man. So that's kudos to you, man. Is just finding those pieces and just building on that.
Right. Like I said, we've got some experience on the back end of the staff. That's Coach Jackson, who's Shin Holster's cousin, right? You coached with him.
Nope.
He's on the staff. He's been coaching in Louisville for almost 30 years. At one point, he was the youngest coach in JCPS at one point back in the day. And then we have brand new. So we have everything in between, a lot of experience, willing to help each other. We communicate quite a bit on what's going on, just trying to get everybody acclimated, the new guys feel at home. Because some of us can be a lot, some of us can be a lot, but they jumped right in and hang in right there just fine.
Yeah, so this, like I said, Coach Hatchett here at Southern High School. He's a great leader, man. He's building these young men, and come out and support this guy. But has any sprint football programs and contact you, just reach out to you?
Yeah, absolutely. One of our coaches, Brandon Cosby, he's really good out in the community and has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to what coaches are where and good relationships with these people. And Bellarmine last year came around. He invited them to practice, came around a little bit, and we bumped into each other here and there and ended up having a couple guys that fit the mold for sprint football that would do good. One of them decided to go do track, but the other one, Sturgeon, is on his way to play here this season.
Oh, nice.
It worked out good for us, man.
Yeah, and like I ask every coach that. And then how do you feel about sprint, man? Just giving your kids that wouldn't have an opportunity to play college ball.
Absolutely, man. I tell them all, everybody's not D1, right? Everybody's not D1. Everybody sees it and think they can obtain it and things of that nature, but there's a lot of DNA involved and a lot of hard work to be able to get, and a lot of just luck a lot of times to get to those places. But I think there's a place for everybody if seeking and working towards that. And sprint football it's been around forever, but it's a great opportunity for some of the smaller guys to find a place. You know what I'm saying? It's all about school. What you can get out of football, use football to get what you need.
Yes, sir.
Get things paid for. That's what we talk about around here. I don't care if you ever make it to the league, but our goal is to get stuff paid for.
Yep.
And if sprint football provides some opportunities to my young men, I'm going to push them that way.
There we go, man. That's a great answer. And with your upcoming schedule, scrimmages are starting this week. And I think you got 2 scrimmages, right?
Yeah.
And then August 18th, you guys actually play your first game. What does your schedule look like from your 2 schedules and your week 1?
We are going to scrimmage Bullitt Central here at 6 this Friday. And next week we will go to Wagner and scrimmage against them. And then we open up with Doss at Doss.
At Doss.
At Doss.
Okay. I actually wanted to ask you, would there be a problem if, if I come out and live stream for you guys, man, and just, do something for you guys, man?
Absolutely not, man. Like I said, anytime you want to experiment with something or you just want to show up.
Yep.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
So I guess August 18th, just be prepared. We are actually going to go live at the Southern High School versus Doss High School, August 18th. So, man, you heard it first here, man. I'm very excited. The next night I am going live somewhere else, so it's a good thing. It's just trying to get get your program out there, man.
Hey, man, I just want to try to get as many eyes on these kids as I can. You never know what's going to come out of it. Might inspire might inspire some little kid. Those are our goals. You never know who's watching.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Okay, and then the one last question. Going into this season, is there a certain goal that you wanted to see this team achieve?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of goals. I kind of last year, my first year, I wanted to win 5 games. I understand our district is tough, right? We had both teams that played for state in our class in our district, right? So having a new team, I wanted to go in and win 5 games. I think that was achievable. We won 3. I think we left a couple on the table that I think we should have won and could have won, but didn't. So we're here to make that right this year. So my goal is still to win 5. If I get more than that, absolutely, I'll take it. But to win 5, I don't want to make new goals until I achieve the ones I've set forward.
There you go, man.
And ultimately is to get a couple kids into college somewhere. That's always been a goal.
Yeah. And is any of your guys getting any looks?
We're very limited right now. Because, like I said, a lot of my kids hasn't played enough to have film or to have that experience. But I think I have a couple that have a good chance to go play at a lower level.
I do got to say, too, actually for a 6A school, their roster is very limited, too. You know what I mean? I think the last time I was out here, you had 30 players show up to practice.
Yeah, we had 32 that day.
32
that day. I had a brand new one just walk in. I had to redirect right then. But he literally just showed up for his first day today, which I'm ecstatic. I'm always welcoming new kids to help the program build. But I think currently with him added today, we have 42 total on my roster for a 6A school. So
dang, well, so we're here. If you want to come out and sponsor or come out support these guys, and if you want to sponsor, like I said, I'll have everything linked in the video right now. You hit him up on his Instagram, DM him on Twitter. But yeah, this is Coach Hatchett, and I appreciate you very much for having me back. Man, let's do big things together, man. I'm very excited. This is Cleats to Whistle podcast. Let's go, man. I'm pumped up.
Let's do it.
All right, Cleats to Whistle podcast.